Hello, everyone. This is Ana Pacheco, SantaFe101.com. My guest today is Leslie Boldt. She is with the Lovington Chamber of Commerce. Do I have your permission to record this interview?
Yes.
Well, great. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. And no one's going to really know this, but right now in Santa Fe, it is February 16th. There's a foot of snow outside. And I hear that you're having some kind of different weather down south. So we might get an interruption on our web stream here, but we'll just go ahead and see. So tell me a little bit about you, of course, the community of Lovington and what your chamber can offer people that might be thinking of moving to your area and starting a new business.
Okay. Well, I'm Leslie Boldt. I originally moved here about 3 years ago from Lubbock, Texas. So I'm really enjoying New Mexico. And Lovington is located at, we're the county seat of Lea County. So we are right in the middle of Lea County, kind of the northwest section of it. And we primarily are a oil and gas industry, but we're expanding into all kinds of different services for the community and people moving into the area. So one of the exciting things here, you know, I have this beautiful virtual background of our weather right now. Of course, it is February 16th. So just to let you know, it's kind of cold and kind of snowing down here today, but most of the year we have just gorgeous sunshine and very mild temperatures. So it's a great place to come enjoy that sunshine. So being at the county seat of Lea County, we are a small community that we pride ourselves on family. We pride ourselves on enjoying our family, taking care of the kids, having outdoor activities and different things going on. So we have this year, we have been working really closely with New Mexico Tourism and New Mexico True, because we felt it was important that people understood what Lovington had to offer. So we've been working on some programs with them to put Lovington images up on Google Maps. So if you like to go to Google Maps and look for Lovington, you can kind of see some of the amenities we have. Our Chaparral Park and our lake there. We always try to do a Summer of Lovington, which is a whole series of events. Right now, we do follow public health orders. So we kind of take things one day at a time. But in the past, we have had Cinco de Mayo. We have had Smoking on the Plaza, which is a IBCA sanctioned barbecue cook-off. We've had Party in the Park with our world famous lizard race and our cardboard race. We've also had the Lea County Fair and Rodeo, which is PRCA sanctioned. It's a great time to come to Lovington, and we have a parade and all kinds of events. So we're not looking to stop that permanently. We're not looking to scale back down. We're looking to get going and really showing people in New Mexico what Lea County has to offer. So what we like to do right now is with the tourism department and getting people into the community is show them what we're doing as far as resiliency readiness. So when people are ready to go travel, when people are ready to get out and see different parts of the state, Lovington's going to be ready. We have a historic Lea County museum that has a number of different buildings for people to come in and look around and take tours. We have all kinds of different activities and events. We're located on Highway 6282. So a lot of people coming from Texas over to Cloudcroft or down into Las Cruces will travel through our town and then turn, head to Artesia, and then up into the Southern Mountains region. So we're primarily in a great spot to stop for a couple of hours, have a bite to eat in one of the really cool little restaurants. We have the only brewery in Lea County at Drylands Brewing. So they can stop there, they can eat, they can check out the museum, and then they can, don't drink and drive, but they can hit the road again and head over to down to Cloudcroft and then Las Cruces. So we're a great little stopover for an afternoon, and we're really excited to be welcoming visitors back into our community. So that's what we're doing.
I just want to say for people that might be listening, and it's not to take anything away from Lovington, but you were talking about how beautiful and how the sun shines. Just so people know who may be watching this interview, New Mexico, the entire state, I would venture to say we have probably 320 to 330 days of sunshine. So it's the entire state.
Yes.
So it's not just Lovington. I don't want to take that away from you, but the whole state has, we have beautiful sunshine. I just wanted to ask you, so how far is the drive from Lubbock to Lovington?
We are an hour and 15 minutes from Lubbock.
So it's nothing. I mean, you're right at the border of Texas.
We are.
For you to move on over, wasn't that, I'm sure you probably go see relatives and things just across in Texas.
We do. I have a son still in Lubbock, and so we will go over, then we'll visit him, and we're actually about 17 miles from the Texas border. So we have a lot of visitors coming in and out from Texas to Lovington. We are an oil and gas community, so we're very proud of our oil and gas community coming in and out of the community. We pride ourselves on the fact that we're hardworking down here. We have a lot of industries that are just working day and night to keep us up and running and contribute to the state of New Mexico.
So what are some of the related industries to oil and gas? Because I know that right now, from what I read, because of the pandemic, oil and gas has taken a hit right now, but that's the nature of that industry. It's a boom and bust. It's always like that. But what are some of the, if people were thinking about maybe coming to your area, what other type of industries kind of feed off that, or what would complement that industry?
Well, we're actually called the Energyplex. So our area of New Mexico is called the Energyplex, which means that it's not only oil and gas, but we are really hitting it hard as far as wind energy. If you drive down the roads, they're just about complete. A very large wind farm there. You see the big blades getting ready to be installed. So we do a lot with the electric grid and the wind energy. We also have some manufacturing here. You may have heard of Boca Burgers. They're located here.
What type of burgers? I'm sorry?
Boca Burgers, the plant-based burgers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of different industries that are coming in because they know that our community is really so hardworking, and we have a lot of people that are interested in getting into not only oil and gas, but the other industries as well.
And what is the population of Lovington?
So we're a little community. We did a big push for Census 2020 to make sure that everyone in Lovington was counted. The 2010 census, we were counted at 12,000. So we are also about 15 miles from Hobbs, New Mexico, which has right under 50,000. So we have a very easy to commute over to Hobbs, New Mexico. So right down the road.
And then Lubbock, what is the population of Lubbock?
Lubbock, I'm estimating, and I was in Lubbock since college, and I never did leave. So that was quite a few years ago, but I'm thinking that their population in Lubbock County is going to hit 300,000.
So that's a major city. So in other words, so people in Lovington, if they want to go to like a major mall or in terms of shopping and convenience, because sometimes little towns, you are limited. So it's good to know that you're not far from if you need to go and do some major shopping or that type of thing. You had mentioned family. Mm-hmm. tell me, so I'm imagining it's kind of like Friday Night Lights. I mean, football must be big there.
Yeah.
It has to be big. I'll tell you why. And I don't know if you're going to remember the name because I won't. I'm terrible. But my son, when he was in high school, we'd go to Lovington and play at that high school. There's a famous football player who created this beautiful blue football field. I mean, like you don't see those type of football fields except like at big universities. But your high school actually has one. Do you know the name of that football player?
That is Brian Urlacher. He
Right. So that's kind
actually,
of like the claim to
yeah,
fame there. And he's a big NFL star, football
he
star.
is.
But he did. So I remember going there. My son played, and it was just beautiful. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I had never seen that before. And one last thing I have to say about Lovington, I've only been there once. I had the best chicken fried steak at some little mom and pop restaurant in my life. I mean, it was really, it was really kind of like that because everything, especially here in Santa Fe, we're gentrified now. Everything's kind of, it's very good, but it's just not what it was for me growing up here. You know, this is my hometown. You know, 50 years ago, it felt it felt like a small town. It doesn't
Right.
feel like that. But going to Lovington, that was just, it was quite the experience. So
Yes.
in terms, so if someone's watching this, and you know, probably maybe a young couple and they can work remotely and maybe they have two little kids, I'm thinking that would be a good place to raise your kids because it's kind of like the old days, you know, little league and football and all the events. I'm dying to hear more about that lizard race, you know.
Yeah.
But so tell me a little bit about what it is for families there.
So we do have our local internet provider has just is going to be putting in a multi-million dollar high-speed internet. So we are very thankful that in this part of New Mexico that we will not have the challenges that a lot of our state has as far as connecting to the internet and working remotely. We also have in our school districts a wonderful LACES program. So I have a grandson, and I am just so happy that we have that program here.
What is that program?
That is the for the autism and yeah. So we have an excellent school system here. We have infrastructure that's coming in. If I was coming in just to travel through Lovington to check it out and see, hey, is this good for my family? I'd stop over at the chamber at our visitor center. You know, we would help you find that little chicken fried steak place that you love so much. It's Lazy Six, by the way, and it is delicious. Yeah. We would take you over to our athletic Hall of Fame so you can check out the stuff that we have on Brian Urlacher. Then we would introduce you to some of the members of the community. Another thing that we have in Lovington is that we have Norley Hospital District, which has been awarded the ZIA Award, which is one of the highest awards that you can get in the state of New Mexico for healthcare. They partner very well with Covenant Healthcare Systems, which is out of Lubbock. They are building a brand new hospital here, and you can be assured that our healthcare, what they're putting into the community as far as healthcare, is top notch. We are our hospital administrator has made the biggest push imaginable to make sure that our community is safe. And it is amazing where we're at as far as what we need in the community. And so you can be assured that we've got the infrastructure coming in, we've got the family oriented we are, and we also have the healthcare.
And what about as a retirement community? I'm assuming with that top-notch medical care, that would be an attraction for people thinking of retiring because most, you know, elders generally need some, you know, some type of health care, you know, more than usual. So tell me a little bit about retiring in Lovington.
So again, a lot of it has to do, you know, when you retire and we're looking at, you know, starting to think about where we're going to be and what we're doing when we retire, but we're perfectly positioned here to retire here because again, like you said, New Mexico has fantastic weather. I mean, it is just sunshine, 320 days of sunshine. Plus we have the hospital district. Then we have Lubbock, which is only an hour and 15 minutes away, for any of those specialized services that you may not find here. We also have a very vibrant senior citizen center. They've been doing an amazing job over the past year with making sure that our seniors are taken care of as far as meals, as far as checking on them. I actually know that they've been calling and checking on them and just saying, hey, are you guys okay? Do you need anything? How are you doing? So if you're retiring and you're worried about maybe not getting into a community, I invite you to come here and check out the services.
And are there any type of retirement communities?
We do not have, we are a rural community and we do have a lot of space. So as far as actually a retirement, like a gated retirement community, we don't have that because we have a lot of land over here. So we're kind of spread out everywhere.
And would that, because you have a lot of land, would that be, if somebody were watching this interview, would your area be an opportunity for a developer to maybe build something like that? Is there any type, are there opportunities for new developments going up in your area?
Yeah, we have a couple great community development organizations that we work hand in hand with. It's the Lovington Chamber. We have a Lovington Main Street organization, which does great things as far as developing our local downtown Main Street district. And we have a Lovington Economic Development Corporation, which their mission is to bring people into the community, develop programs that make it attractive.
And because you are an oil and gas industry town, and it is a boom and bust industry, unfortunately, does it fluctuate? I mean, would your town become sort of like a ghost town if things got really bad, or is there enough to sustain the community even if oil and gas, kind of slows down a bit?
Well, even if oil and gas slows down a bit, there is some new construction that has just gone on and is in the process of being complete. We have a new hotel and a new shopping center that is going in. Lea County Judicial Complex has been completed and is ready for people to move in. We are going to, from what I understand, the county is going to be remodeling our historic courthouse. We have a brand new fire station that has just been built and is operational. We have a brand new wellness center, state of the art with a swimming pool, full court workout equipment, beautiful stuff like that. So even though oil and gas does fluctuate, the community realizes that because it's been that way for a really long time, and they're making changes and addressing the challenges.
And then you mentioned the wind, the wind generated type of energy. Is that being utilized in your area, or where is that energy being used right now? Is it for the town?
Well, the wind energy, because we do have quite a lot of land and we have some big projects coming in, some of the wind farms are going all the way across the state of New Mexico. So we're providing wind energy across New Mexico into neighboring states. So yeah. So it's being used not only for New Mexico, but for other Western states.
Oh. Well, it sounds like, we're at the end of the interview. I told you this would go fast. So it sounds like there's a lot, the future looks bright for your community. You have special needs for children. You take care of the elderly. You have a state-of-the-art medical facility going on. I know about your sports facility.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a lot going on. Is there anything else you'd like to say, or if somebody might be watching this and they can work remotely now? The world is different. It's going to be so different in the next year to 2 years. Is there anything that you would like to say to people that might be watching this and they're looking to move? They want to live somewhere.
Well, we really like everyone has challenges. You can't go anywhere without realizing that 2020 was a very difficult year. 2021 and going into 2022, we still have to work on creative and different ways to attract people in the community and make sure that that they have jobs. So the Chamber of Commerce is here to help you and at least find the resources that you possibly need. We have developed over the past year Stay Local gift card program. It's a MasterCard you load to your phone where we are giving an extra $10 to shop local. We have provided the entire community free face masks. So we are here to help people that may be interested in Southeast New Mexico, at least find the resources, do their research, and then figure out if this is the place they'd like to be.
Excellent. Well, Leslie Boldt, Lovington Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank you for your time.
Welcome.
And we'll be sure to put all your contact details to accompany this interview. Thank you again.
Great. Thank you, Anna.